And it's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports, live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports in the school year 24-25 are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uintah County School District number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College, Evanston Campus, and Uintah BOCES number 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankum, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tiber, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On In Casper, and T7 Propane. Good evening, everybody, and welcome for the first time this year to Fackrell Stadium for the home opener for the Evanston Red Devils, as the Red Devils welcome in a team that came a long ways. We're talking Colorado Springs Vista Ridge Wolves, and we'll tell you more about them and about this matchup when we come back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
What is Uintah BOCES number 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uintah BOCES number 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth here at Fackrell Stadium. Time for our scene set on our pregame show, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. Remember, Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Well, the Evanston Red Devils coming off of a thrilling 28-0 win over the Ben Lomond Scots last week over in Ogden, and now they welcome the Vista Ridge Wolves. About the Wolves, they are a Colorado 4A school out of Colorado Springs, and they made it to the state tournament last year for Colorado 4A football and lost by a single point last year. So that is what ended their season, as the Red Devils now welcome this team in. So how it'll work is Vista Ridge comes here this year. 2025, we're Colorado Springs bound, so that's going to be a trip to look forward to next year. Evanston out there, red uniforms, white numerals, blue pants with a red, white, and red stripe down the side. Vista Ridge with a white jersey, black numerals, solid black pants, and powder blue socks. Evanston with a clean red helmet. Vista Ridge with a white helmet, black face masks, a powder blue VR on the side with Pack on the other. That is what it looks like here at Fackrell Stadium. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Red Devil Corner interview with coach of the reigning boys state champion cross-country team, Mr. Nate Conrad of the Evanston Red Devils. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNY.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
At T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, we have your car covered. From collision repair to glass replacement and complete vehicle restorations, our team makes it look like new. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, across from the cemetery.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Here with the Evanston Red Devil cross-country coach, Nate Conrad. Coach Conrad, last year you guys won the state title on the boys' side. This year you guys are jumping back up to 4A. Talk to me about the competition differences you guys are probably going to be experiencing this year.
So the really big difference between 3A and 4A is the fact that 4A just has more of the competition. I mean, not to say 3A is lesser of a conference, that there's really, really good teams, really, really good programs at the 3A level. It's just that at 4A, there's just more of it. Teams are a little bit deeper. You know, when you have schools that and programs that are as big as they are in the 4A, they typically have those 5, 6, 7 runners that are really, really good. Whereas it's kind of harder to fill that, you know, those spots when you're coming from a smaller pool of students. So, so really, yeah, the big difference is just, you know, really good competition and more of it. I mean, there are some really, really good teams at the 4A level this year. And again, the 3A level is stacked as well, but just maybe 2 or 3 more teams at the 4A level that are really strong. Whereas at the 3A, it might just be, you know, the 3 or 4 teams, where at 4A, you've got like 5 or 6 teams that are pretty competitive.
You mentioned that depth may be a big difference when jumping up to 4A. How does Evanston's depth look like this year?
So our depth, we actually, you know, we're looking pretty good. So out of our state winning team last year, so you race 7 runners in a varsity race, and of those 7 runners, you have your first 5 are your scorers. And so of the 7 that we ran at state last year, we graduated 2 seniors out of that group of 7, and 2 of those 7 actually ended up being our scorers. They were our 4th and 5th runner, and so we kind of having to fill those spots in, but we're really excited. We've got our 3 state all-state athletes that received all-state recognition last year. They're all returning. Paul Baxter, Brian Baxter, Aiden Conrad, and then Breck Barton, who was just outside of that and had a really good season last year, is coming back. So of our state team, we returned a good core group of boys. It's just, who are we going to have step up to fill out those last few spots?
I understand you guys raced at a meet in Utah that had just some absolutely stellar programs there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we started last week at the Mount Timpanogos Invite down in Utah, down in Orem, and yeah, it's a really big meet. It's so big that they actually divide it into 2 different sections, and in both sections they have about 30 teams that come. So it's overall in one day about 60 teams that come and race at this meet, and so you're getting the best of Utah. I mean, we saw teams all the way from St. George, Cedar City came up for it, and then even there was a team from Elko, Nevada that came over, and then us in Jackson, Wyoming came down from Wyoming to race at this, and so it was some really big competition, let alone not just statewide but also national wide great competition. And so it was a really good opportunity for our kids to get into a spot and just get out and race. Flat course, not really technical, and so the kids were able to just get on the course and run hard and give them a first mark of the season was what we were really looking forward to.
A lot of the stories that have kind of gone around this program have involved the boys team. Of course, they won the state title last year, so rightfully so. But the girls team had a great season last year. Can you tell us about what kind of firepower the Lady Red Devils are bringing?
Yeah, so we of course lost our heart of the girls program last year with Jocelyn Kabner graduating, and then of course Talia Connor, my daughter, who everybody says that they all knew she was a sprinter, but she was still running distance for me. But so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to replace those 2. But we have a really good core of girls coming back. Liesl Botts, Eliza Day, Jasmine Tapia have all had a lot of experience running varsity as our senior leaders. And then of course Emma Lonsway is coming back healthy this year. She was injured a lot of last season. She came in last season coming off of a stress fracture, so she was about 2 months behind where everybody was at during the season. So she's coming in healthy. We're excited, and then we've got some freshman girls that ran as freshmen last year that are looking to step up. Hallie Preet is looking prepared to have a really great season, as well as Cazin Johnstone and Brett Francis. So we've got some numbers there and some depth. We're just kind of starting the season a little injured on the girls' side, well, and also on the boys' side. So as we're just kind of slowly bringing some of those athletes back to health, I think we'll be really good by mid-season, and that's what we're kind of looking towards, being ready to just take off and fly with everybody healthy and good to go.
Real quick, tell us where you're going to be this next weekend.
So this weekend is our traditional trip up to Soda Springs, Idaho, where we run at the Cardinal Classic. We've been going there for the last 7 years or more. Again, another great opportunity to see competition from around the area. We'll see a lot of really good competition from Idaho. They pull in a lot of competition from that area, from Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and those areas. Even some Montana teams have come down in the past to race at Soda Springs. And then we also will see some in-state competition. Star Valley will be there. We'll see Jackson Hole there again. So it'll be a really good spot. We've traditionally have raced pretty well there, and I'm excited to see based off of what we did last week, to see the growth that we're going to see this week, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
As Coach Nate Conrad, he's the head coach for Evanston Red Devil Cross Country. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck this week. We'll be rooting for you. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Hey, we just want to congratulate everybody on a great start of the season. Good job, girl swimmers, and the volleyball team had a great weekend last weekend. And then, of course, the football team had a great start to the season. So I just want to wish all those other programs good luck, and go Red Devils.
Big thank you to Nate Conrad for joining us on Red Devil Corner, part of our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show live on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Evanston versus Vista Ridge, Colorado, out of Colorado Springs. Should be a good one. We weren't able to talk with head coach of the Wolves, Matt Wibbles. So instead, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Evanston Red Devils head coach Steve Moore. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapists can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Welcome to the Ellingford Brothers Pregame Coaches Show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, here with Evanston Red Devil football coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, you've had some time to let the dust settle. Talk to me about how big it was to get that opening week victory for you guys.
Yeah, it was always good to open up with a win. As we broke down film, we noticed a lot of things we need to get better at, and we knew that going in, but did a lot of things well too. I mean, there was a lot of positives that came out of that game. I thought up front we totally controlled the line of scrimmage, both offensively and defensively. But there's a lot of things that we need to work on and improve and get better at, and that's definitely what we're focused on right now.
Now that one's kind of out of the way, is there kind of a big kind of exhale knowing, all right, we got game one out of the way. We know what our routine is. Now we can just continue to build throughout the season.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that go into that first game that you've covered, but you haven't really covered. Mm-hmm. So this week we could go back and actually go through some of our special team stuff. You look at hands team, you look at onside kick. There's a lot of 2-minute offense. There's a lot of things that you always want to spend more time on, but just because of the short time you have before that first game, you can't really put as much time as you would like. But we just got to improve in all facets of the game, and I think we're definitely doing that.
Is there something this week you got to kind of work on now that it's week 2 that you weren't able to work on in preparation for week 0, I guess you can say?
No, we touched on a little bit of everything leading up to that first game, but like I said, we'd go back and review and then work on more fundamental stuff, have more indie time, group time, whatever you want to call it, and work on more fundamentals now that we kind of have it in. And then you even think about things like pregame and all that. That's a routine, that's a structure we want to put in place. And we did that one Saturday. We practiced after that first week of practice. Now we've done it in a game setting. So those things are starting to become more habits for us and just the way we want to do things. So things like that are easier to manage now.
Does the routine change at all when you're the home team as opposed to the road team with all the kind of festivity with hosting the game and things like that?
Not really. I mean, our kids will get a chance, after school, they can go get off their feet a little bit and get some food in them and hydrate and things of that nature. And then we ask them to be back in the locker room at 5:00. So whereas when you're on the road, you provide all that stuff and you're actually with them. So there's a little bit difference there. There's a little separation there. But no, as far as festivities, we're worried about one thing. And that's the kickoff at 7:00. So that's our main focus.
And you guys will be taking on the Vista Ridge team out of Colorado Springs. Team I don't think Evanston has ever seen before. So talk to me about just what are you guys learning as you guys get ready for this one?
They're good. We got game film on them last week. It's a good football team. They've got some great athletes. Got some boys up front that can move and play at the line of scrimmage. So linebackers that are really aggressive and fly around, safeties that fly around. They're a good football team. It's going to be a great test for the Red Devils. And I think we'll go out and compete, and we'll see how it shakes out. No matter what happens, it's going to be a good thing. Because again, our preseason, our goal is to get better and better and better. So come conference, we're rolling, and we kind of know what we got.
Coach, now that we've got one game behind us, is there anything about this that gets a little bit easier, or does it even get more complicated as the season goes on?
Some things get more complicated and some things are definitely easier. As far as like managerial things, we know who our team is. We know the kids. We know that part. So that part's easier. But I guess just the weight of the games that really matter coming up, and you got to get things honed in, and you got to, those types of things. So it just depends on there's all kinds of things you got to worry about and you wonder about. And some things are easier this time of the year and some things are a little bit more difficult.
That is Coach Steve Moore, head coach for Evanston Red Devil football. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck against Vista Ridge. We'll be pulling for you. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, just I'm excited. I'll have the band out there, I'm sure. Hopefully big student section. I know we got the big volleyball tournament going on, which is awesome. Want to wish those girls luck. And then the cross country, I believe they're going going up to Idaho on Saturday. So wishing them luck, and the swimmers, and just hopefully all the Red Devils that are representing have a great weekend and represent.
Big thank you to Steve Moore for joining us on the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. Well, we got a little bit more time, so what we're going to do is we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hear from Evanston Volleyball head coach Tara Lawler as they are on a roll at the Border Wars tournament. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta Bosie's #1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Here with Evanston Red Devil volleyball coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, Border Wars, it's here. It's one of our favorite annual traditions of the school year. Talk to me about how excited you guys are to get not just a tournament in town, but to get these games on your home court.
Yeah, this is a great tournament that the activities department has started a few years back. Utah schools talk about it all year long. They love coming, so they're facing new competition, not the same Utah schools. Same for Idaho. And then it's just a great opportunity for us to see schools from around the state. These girls are going to end up probably going to college with many of these girls from Wyoming or this region. And so it's just nice to have us hosting an opportunity like this. But for our schedule, it's great. We're getting some great competition in front of our friends and family. And it's a lot of work. A lot of people go into this to make it happen. But it is a great opportunity to have in our backyard. So we're very thankful for it.
Coach, it's not a small undertaking, and it's not just you doing it. I understand you guys have kind of a whole committee working behind the scenes to make sure this event happens. Can you kind of talk to us about them and the work that they do throughout the year to make this event the success that it
Absolutely.
is?
Yeah, our activities department with Bubba O'Neill and Donna Bruce, they are instrumental, obviously, in assuring that we have the facilities to be able to host the event. All of the behind the scenes work, Donna gets all of the officials. For the past few years, my booster club presidents, Holly and Ben Critchfield, are amazing because Ben knows a lot of these Utah coaches from his daughter's play with Club B in Utah. And so he reaches out to them personally to see if they want to get this in the schedule. But this is done months and months ago because we all know schedules get full, probably are filled and scheduled in early spring. And so Ben's talking to them oftentimes a Saturday tomorrow or a Saturday afternoon. Ben's already talking to those coaches to see if they want to come back or if they're prepared. And then, of course, Donna and Bubba are working throughout the season to ensure that their schedules haven't changed. Boyd Childs is great in making sure all the facilities are up and ready. And then we have our freshman girls working at all of the venues. Our JV and varsity are helping with concessions and the hospitality room. And then all of the parents help scheduling everyone to be where they need to be when they need to be there. So it is, and I'm sure there's many, many other people, all the volleyball coaches, middle school and high school. Don't mean to forget anyone. There's a lot of people involved. And then, of course, you being there and my local radio, the newspaper there, it's a lot of people coordination.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit of volleyball now. You guys went to the Cokeville Invite. I think you were pretty happy with the way you guys finished. You guys took third place at the event. Talk to me about what impressed you about the girls that opening weekend.
Going 5-1 is a great way to start your season. I thought our Friday play was much better than our Saturday play, and the competition on Friday I thought was tougher. We raised the bar. We were a much better team Friday afternoon, heading back to Evanston as we were driving to Cokeville. On Saturday, I don't know if I felt like there was that much improvement, but we were still doing some good things, but it definitely highlighted a lot of areas that we need to still work on. And it's early in the season, and we were playing primarily Idaho schools on Friday, and they started 2 weeks before us. So I do get that some of these errors that we're making are things that we just need to get back in the gym and address, and the girls will be able to fix. We had a lot of net calls. We had a lot of blocking errors that I think with a little bit more discipline and structure and just working on it in practice, we will be able to avoid those silly errors. Our serving was tough. I know looking at the stats statewide, we have the top, I think, 2 servers in the state right now. So our serving is tough. And just overall, I don't know if we ever let up in any rotation with our serving. So that's great. And we need to maintain that and improve that just to stay on top in that capacity. I think Jaylee's doing an amazing job of mixing the sets out. When she has opportunities and hitters ready to hit out of the middle or the backside or back row attacks, she's finding those just to show some variety. And so she's doing a great job mixing it up. Our passing has to be steady and consistent for her to have those choices and those options. So our focus for this weekend is definitely ball control, getting the ball to Jaylee so she has those options. And then when we have those opportunities, be smart with the ball. We have always stressed having a really heavy arm and power hitters. And we do have that at times, but we're also a little bit smaller than what we've been in the past. And so we're going to need to be smarter. If there's an easy kill to take it. Let's not try to make the job harder. Let's be smart and get those points when they're there. If we see the court, let's look and actually go up with a purpose as opposed to just swing and hope. Let's be purposeful and mindful of where we're putting the ball to get those quick kills.
That is Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for Evanston Red Devil Volleyball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck this weekend. You know we'll be pulling for you. We're excited to be there. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, thank you, and good luck to all the teams competing. Thank you.
our national anthem by the Evanston Red Devils Marching Band. Let's go ahead and meet your 2024 Evanston Red Devils.
Bronson Sims, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jordan Mendez, senior, receiver, defensive back, and kicker.
Carter Moore, senior, wide receiver, and DB.
Brooke Searle, senior, safety, wide receiver.
Caden Marler, senior, outside linebacker.
Braden Wallace, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Braxton Hanks, junior, running back, linebacker.
Dominic Stewart, junior, O-line, D-line.
Sterling Bragg, junior, receiver.
Jaden Bailey, junior, running back, linebacker.
Gabe Waltman, junior, O-line, D-line.
Jager Lichty, senior, receiver.
Luke Guild, junior, O-line, D-line.
Xander Hernandez, junior, wide receiver, defensive back.
My name is Jesse Page. I'm a senior, and I do running back and linebacker.
Victor Lozano, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Sergio Lozano, junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Tate, junior, running back and linebacker.
I'm Carter Horton. I'm a junior. I do defensive line and receiver.
Aiden Van Vliet, junior, wide receiver, and DB.
Taryn Haas, left tackle and DN.
Tony Serta, junior, O-line, D-line.
Daniel Quintero, junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Gauger, junior, receiver, corner.
Clayton Cook, senior, receiver, and linebacker.
Jordan Welling, senior, offensive right guard and defensive nose guard.
Jaron Welling, senior, center, and defensive nose guard. Grady Ivy, senior, left guard and defensive end.
Owen Russell, senior, offensive right tackle and nose guard on defense.
I'm Brecken Rich. I'm a senior, and I play running back and linebacker.
I'm Payne Caldwell. I'm a junior, and I play tackle and nose guard.
I'm Keenan Batt. I'm a senior. I play offensive right tackle and defensive end.
I'm Riker Pace. I'm a senior. I play tight end and linebacker.
That is your Evanston Red Devils. As now we go to our keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Well, number one, it's going to be ride the wave, weather the storm. This is a bigger team. They have a lot of numbers. You can see them on the sideline. So it's going to be one of those up and down games. This is not going to be a shutout like what we saw on the defensive side of Evanston against Ben Lomond. So it's going to be ride the wave, weather the storm. There's going to be ebbs and flows with this game. The winner is going to manage them the best. For Evanston, let him cook. Let's see a lot of Clayton Cook tonight because he is a big target for the Red Devils, and he's got speed and tenacity as well. If they can get the ball to him, that could spell good things. And the next key to the game, it is defense for the Red Devils. Again, a shutout against Ben Lomond. So the defense was flying and was very, very good yesterday. So let's keep that up. That's your Cowboy State Realty keys to the game. Evanston wins the toss and will defer. So they will be going right to left on mylocalradio.com as the Red Devils will gather in the shadow of their own end zone and get ready to run through the tunnel created by the cheerleaders and the Classics. Conducting the group today, it's Jaron Welling.
Get on your feet. It's time to welcome your Red Devils.
And here they come. Victor Lozano carries the pitchfork. And we are ready for Friday Night Lights in Evanston. Vista Ridge will receive the opening kickoff. Back to receive, looks like number 1, Jamar Ford, and number 5, Dominic Williams. Victor Lozano will kick off for the Red Devils, filling in for injured Jordan Mendez. Hopeful that we can get him back soon, as he provides a lot of great things. I'll tell you what, Victor Lozano has done a great job filling in for him. right to left. 12 minutes on the T7 Propane scoreboard. And we are about ready to get set for kickoff here in Evanston to open up Fackrell Stadium for the first time in 2024. Boot to ball, and we're underway. End over end kick. It'll be brought in by Williams. He drops it at the 20, has to go back and get it, and the Red Devils squash him. Making the play for Evanston was Jason Clark, who comes through, and it's going to be a long start for the Wolves.
Number 9, Jason Clark for the Red Devils.
Quarterback for Vista Ridge is Zayden Stevens, the senior, 6'3", 210 pounds. We'll see what this Wolves offense does for their first play. Stevens looks to be in the pistol formation. Back there is Gabe McFarland. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Wolves. And already a stoppage of play, whistle blown. Had to move it over to the hash mark. On the far hash, Stevens in the pistol formation. McFarland in the deep back. Throw towards the left side, caught by Van Ham. He takes off down the near sideline. He's got some speed all the way to the Evanston 30-20. One play, one touchdown for Vista Ridge. 6-0 Wolves, and that's how it gets started. He was so fast I couldn't even call him in time. I blinked and he was at the Evanston 40, so an 80-yard touchdown run by Hammy Vanham. And to attempt the extra point is number 30. That is Carson Tapia. Kick is up and it's good. 7-0 Wolves. Red Devils will get a chance to respond after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Top quality tools for your project. Triangle Bar Equipment Evanston has you covered. Small tools to heavy equipment. We have exactly what you need to get the job done. Triangle Bar Equipment in Evanston. Call 307-789-2639 today.
Tapia to kick things off for the Wolves. Vanham excuse me, takes it 80 yards, and it's 7-0 Vista Ridge. Kick is going to go into the end zone, and the Red Devils will start on their own 20. Here comes Bronson Sims and the Evanston Red Devils. Sims under center. He's got a strong eye formation. Page at the fullback, flips it out to Wallace, who turns up at the 23-24 yard line. They're actually going to give him quite a few. 6-yard gain for Braden Wallace, and we have an injury on the field. Looks like, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Four-yard gain for Braden Wallace, and the injured Wolf still on the ground. Jackie Hayduck, the athletic trainer for the Evanston Red Devils, out there working on the young man, making sure that everything is fine. He's in great hands right now. 11 minutes, 31 seconds, and it's 7-0 Vista Ridge here in the first quarter. How do we get here, you might ask? Well, how about an 80-yard catch and run by Hammy Vanneman, the 5'9", 165-pound junior. First play of the game for Vista Ridge, and he was gone. So I think everybody on the Red Devils sideline is definitely going to be paying attention to number 8 for the rest of the game, because the way he got to the seam on the near sideline and just took off was huge. Injured Wolf being helped off the field. That is Dominic Williams. And it looks like we are ready to resume. So 2nd down and 6. Ball in the near hash, 24-yard line of Evanston for the Red Devils. Shotgun formation for Sims. He's got Page off of his left hip. 2 wide receivers split out to the near side. Fakes the handoff to Page. No, he did give it to Page, and he's taken off towards the right side. Good for a first down to a 35. And he fooled everybody on the option. A whole pack of Wolves had to bring him down, but that's a big gain out to the 36-yard line. So a 12-yard gain for Jesse Page. Lennon Lewis on the tackle for the Wolves. 11 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Red Devils down by 7, but they're moving the ball early here. Sims in the gun. 3 wide receivers on the side. Handoff to Page. Puts on a stiff arm. He's trapped in the backfield, though. He's going down back at the 35, as he will lose some yardage there. So they'll call it 2nd down and 11 from the 36. Silas Arns makes the initial contact for the Wolves, but a whole bunch of them got there. They were ready for that. Shotgun formation, Sims takes the snap, goes for the pass. In and out of the hands of Brooks Searle, would have been caught around the 36-yard line. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 11 at the 36. Braden Wallace running back into the huddle, and so too is Bronson Sims. 10 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Sims in the gun. And we have a whistle on the play. Looks like that a Wolf was on that couldn't be ineligible, maybe. Okay. Our spotter tells us that, Cullen Pace tells us that the jersey needs to be tucked in, otherwise they're ineligible with an equipment issue, and that's what happened. Flag on the play right after Sims takes the snap. Offsides. Against the Wolves will make this 3rd and 11, 3rd and 6 now from the Red Devil 41.
After the penalty,
Ball in between the hashes. Sims in the gun. He's got Page off of his left hip. Bunch of wide receivers on the near side. Sims back to pass. Rolling to his left, throws with the man in his face, and it is caught by Braden Wallace. The question is he in bounds? No, they judge him out. Flag on the play. It's going to be roughing the passer against the Wolves, so that'll bail Evanston out of that and give the Red Devils a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45-yard line. No, actually on the 46-yard line of Vista Ridge. Sims in the gun. He's got Page in the backfield. Wallace lined out as a wide receiver on the far side. Takes the snap. Hands off to Page. Rolls towards the right, out to the 45, looking for the 30, and he should get there, and he does. It's actually quite a ways. It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Check that. That was Braxton Hanks on the carry.
Number 4, Lewis on the tackle.
Gabe Herman in on the stop. 2nd down and 3 from the 39-yard line of Vista Ridge as Evanston starting to move this thing pretty effectively. Sims in the gun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, has a man coming, good block, now just dumps that off to Clayton Cook, caught at the 35-yard line for a first down. 5-yard gain to Clayton Cook. And the Red Devils moving the ball well against this Vista Ridge defense to open it out. Lennon Lewis forcing Cook out of bounds. Ball on the 34-yard line. Lichty, Cook, and Searle split out wide right. Coming in is Riker Pace. Takes the snap. Hands off to Braden Wallace. He's off and running out to the 30, past the 20, and shoved out of bounds by Jameer Ford. And the Red Devils pick up the first down out to the 21-yard line. So a 7-yard gain. Timeout taken, and we'll take it with them. Red Devils trailing 7-0, but moving the ball well. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Top quality tools for your project. Triangle Bar Equipment Evanston has you covered. Small tools to heavy equipment. We have exactly what you need to get the job done. Triangle Bar Equipment in Evanston. Call 307-789-2639 today.
If you're the Red Devils, you really like this response after giving up a one-play, just absolutely blistering touchdown to the Wolves, and they have responded well. The penalty definitely kind of got things rolling for the Red Devils, but Evanston's taking advantage of whatever has been kind of given their direction. Braden Wallace off the field. Looks like they're working on his helmet. Sims in the gun. Hanks in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Clayton Cook at the 15-yard line, and a gain of about 7 on the play. Red Devils with some nice short passes, really putting pressure on the Wolves, saying you're going to have to cover everywhere on the field. 2nd down and 3, ball at the 14-yard line of Vista Ridge. Sims takes the snap, rolls towards his left, caught by Clayton Cook at the 10, turning upfield and is stopped in his tracks by Jacob Dorland. Good enough for a first down for Evanston, though. They'll take it. Inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Strong eye formation. Hanks the fullback. Wallace the halfback. Sims under center. Hands off Wallace. Goes towards the left side. Barrels his way in. And waiting for the call. They're going to say he's just short. And if he's short, he's literally on the 1-inch line. Aiden Smith, the defensive lineman, stops him from the touchdown. Same formation for the Red Devils. Sims under center. Takes snap, handoff Wallace, and he will bulldoze his way in. Touchdown, Evanston. Check this out on the instant replay. Takes the snap and literally runs over a guy on his way into the end zone. Watch this, but just aggressive running for Braden Wallace, and it's 6 for Evanston, 7 for Vista Ridge as Victor Lozano goes out to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. Tie game with 7.5 to play in the first. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Well, we're 7-7, 1 play touchdown for the Wolves. For the Red Devils, they worked their way down and took some time off the clock as the Red Devils will kick it off. Back to receive is Dominic Williams and Jameer Ford for the Wolves. Victor Lozano to kick away for Evanston. 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Kick is short, and that'll be caught by Williams. He goes up the middle and is brought down by Evanston's Max Gogger right around the 40-yard line. Isaiah Brink-Torres on the return for Vista Ridge. As now, here come Zayden Stevens. First play went and found Hammy Vanaman for an 80-yard touchdown scamper. And now it'll be 1st and 10 on the 37 of Vista Ridge. In the backfield with him is Gabe McFarland, averaging over 150 yards a game this season, so he'll be one to keep an eye on. Stevens in the gun. McFarland off of his left hip. Takes the snap. Rolls towards his left. Pitches out to McFarland. And he will get to the 40. A gain of about 3 on the play. Breckenridge forcing him out of bounds. And now that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line of the Wolves. Well, it was a light crowd to begin with, but as we've gone on, it's filled out. Stevens takes the snap, gets it over to Vandeman, and he is contact in the backfield. They're not going to let him get away this time. He'll get out to the 42. In on the play was Braden Wallace. And Breckenridge doing it again. 3rd down and 5. Man, if you're Evanston, the way you moved the ball against them the last time, if you can hold them here and get your defense rolling, that's a good sign for Evanston. An advantage Vista Ridge has, and it may show the longer this game goes, is their depth. Stevens in the gun, takes the snap, rolls towards his left. Here comes the pressure, throws that one away as barreling down on him was Caden Marler. He was trying to find Gabe Herman, would have been caught around the 50, and now the Red Devils will get to return a punt. Back to get it is Braden Wallace and Brooks Searle. On to punt for the Wolves. It is Carson Tapia. Ball on the near hash. 4th and 5. We'll see if they might try something here. Snap to Tapia, and he will kick it to the Red Devils. Goes to Wallace. Runs towards the right side, gets a block. Goes out to the 26-yard line, is brought down. Lennon Lewis, the linebacker, in on the stop. And now here come the Red Devils. First and 10 from the 27-yard line of Evanston. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Wallace. Goes towards the right side. Has some room to work with. He gets almost to the 35. They're going to call it the 33. And a 5-yard, 6-yard gain for Wallace. Wes Coddington, the senior linebacker, 5'10", 200 pounds on the initial contact on Wallace. 2nd and 4. Sims in the gun. It's either Page or Hanks off of his right hip. It's Hanks. Sims goes for the pass. Incomplete. Tried to catch Riker Pace around the 45-yard line, and he had some room in front of him. He could have taken off and gotten some yards after the catch, but instead it's incomplete. 3rd down and 4. Jameer Ford, the defensive back, with a good defensive play to cover Pace. 5 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 3rd down and 4, tied at 7. Sims in the gun. Hanks off his left hip, takes the snap. Hand off, and he's going to get brought down way early. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down and 4.
No gain on the play. 4th down.
Mason Carter makes the stop, and they'll send out Jesse Page to punt for the Red Devils. 5:17 and counting left in the first quarter. Vandeman, back to receive the punt. He was the one that took it 80 yards, so we know he's got some speed. Page boots this one high, and it's end over end. Fair catch called at the 35. It'll bounce. Take a Red Devil roll inside the 35. Keep going. They're going to pick it up at the 33. Riker Pace does the job for Evanston as they pick it up. 1st and 10 Wolves with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Zayden Stevens back out for the Wolves. And will lead the team out there. has a long black sleeve on that left arm. See if the defense can continue what they did this last drive. McFarland in the backfield. Also around the snap is Taram Thomas. Pistol formation. Stevens takes snap. Handoff McFarland. He'll bust out towards the left side. Clayton Cook in pursuit. Gets taken down. And he's finally shoved out of bounds around the 50 by Braden Wallace. All the way out to the 50, so call it an 18-yard gain. Cook almost had him. Just couldn't wrap him up. Slowed him down though, for sure. Pistol formation again for Stevens. McFarland in the backfield. Oh, and the Red Devils jump off sides. It's going to move the ball forward to the 45 of Evanston.
Check ball. Encroachment. 56, red, 5-0.
So they'll march it forward after the encroachment penalty by the Red Devils. 1st and 5 from the Red Devil 45. Stevens in the gun. Taking his time. Standing around his own 50. He's got McFarland in the backfield. It's McFarland that gets the handoff, goes towards the left side, and he's wrapped up by a pair of Red Devils. 2nd and very short coming up. Breckenridge again in on the play, as well as Taryn Hawes. 2nd down and 2 from the 42-yard line of Evanston. Rich coming off, and Bridger Roberts coming on. Rich coming off of injury makes you wonder if they're going to be a little bit more cautious with him, or if he's full go. Stevens in the gun, goes for the short pass. That's caught by Torres, and he's wrapped up and brought down by Carter Moore. Big loss on the play, back to the 47-yard line of Evanston. So a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Big play for the Evanston Red Devil defense. Last year, it was the passing defense that statistically was a point of improvement for the Red Devils. This year, the passing defense has been very good. Stevens in the gun, has McFarland off his right hip. Takes the snap, handoff McFarland. He's got a hole up the middle to the 25, 35, wrapped up and brought down by Wallace, but it's good enough for a 1st down for the Wolves. Tell you what, McFarland looked like he was about to bust through the entire line and be gone, but Braden Wallace brings him down around the 35 with what could be a touchdown-saving tackle. 1st and 10, Wolves. Evanston 35 in between the hashes. Going left to right with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this 1st quarter. McFarland in the backfield. Stevens in the pistol. Takes the snap. Hands off McFarland. He goes forward, ducks his way through the pile and out to the 24-yard line. Wallace and Page, the backfield duo, in on the stop there. Also, it looked like was Carter Moore. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Ball on the 24-yard line of Evanston. McFarland literally went into that pile ducked and moved around the line, came out the other side. Stevens in the gun, takes the snap, rolls towards the left side, now decides to go upfield. At the 20, wrapped up and brought down. Looked like the first one there was Rich.
James Stevens, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 25, Breckenridge. There is
and a flag on the play. Thrown around the 23-yard line on the far sideline.
So you didn't want to buy got a hold for foul. Number 77, White.
Hold on the Wolves. So they're going to lose yardage and they'll redo it.
Wait like 5 seconds.
Loss of 10, and it'll be 1st and 20 back at the 34-yard line.
First down Wolves from the 33-yard line.
1st and 10, 33. Ball in the near hash. 2 minutes, 16 seconds.
Go get him!
Going deep, throws, and that is caught by Vanneman, but he's brought down on contact. Wallace makes the first contact. Caden Marler finishes off the tackle. Gets out to the 36-yard line, 26-yard line. 2nd down and 11 after a gain of 8.
We gotta go get another goal.
Student section in Hawaii shirts, so it must be a tropical night for Evanston. Stevens takes the snap, drops back, throws this one deep, and that is caught. What a catch by Jekyll Watts. Wow, it looked like Stevens with a dart. It looked like Evanston had a chance to pick that off. Just over the fingertips and right into the hands of Watts. Tapia to make it a 14-7 game. We'll watch that instant replay after this. Kick is up and it is good. Check it out on the instant replay. Just an absolute dime by Stevens. Looked like Brooks Searle was going to have a chance, but just threaded it past him. Literally inches away from the fingertips of Brooks Searle to knock that one down. 14-7 on the T7 propane board. As Tapia will kick off for the Wolves. Evanston will send Wallace and Searle back to return. Tapia has shown he's got a leg tonight. We'll see what he does here. That one, high spiral, and that one will go in the end zone for a touchback. So Tapia basically taking the ball out of Wallace and Searle's hands on a return opportunity, and the Red Devils will start on their own 20. Hanks runs into the puddle, and he'll be in for this play. Braxton Hanks, the 5'6" junior. Sims in the gun has Hanks off of his left hip. Trips to the near side. Sims drops back, rolls towards the near side, has to tuck and get out of bounds as there's pressure coming, a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 on the 21 of Evanston. Minute 24 remaining in the first quarter. Sims under center. Deep backfield, it's Wallace. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. No, it's not to Wallace. It was to Hanks at the line.
Number 28, Braxton Hanks, the ball carrier.
He'll get out to the 25-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 5.
54 Mosley on the tackle for the roll. Gain of 4 on the play.
Jacob Borland makes first contact.
Here we go! Let's go!
Shotgun formation, Sims.
Get some, let's go!
2 on the left, and he'll throw to that side, caught by Wallace. And it's good for a first down. Nice quick pass by Sims. Out to the 30 as Braden Wallace brings that one in. Mason Carter on the play. First and 10 from the 32 of the Red Devils. Down by 7. Sims in the gun with the split backs. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Rolls towards the right. Tries a spin move and he's wrapped down. After, if any gain, it's very minimal. Gabe Herman in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
And there's the whistle for quarter number 1. It's Wolves 14, Evanston 7. We'll be right back for the second quarter after this on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football. Live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
Sims under center. Hanks in the fullback, hands off. No, play action. Going for the pass, dumps that one off to Braxton Hanks at the 35-yard line. And they're actually going to give him the 37-yard line. Third down and 5 on this one. Silas Arns on the stop, and now here comes Sims. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap, looking to pass on 3rd and 5. Instead, tucks and tries to turn up field, but he's going to get brought down by a whole bunch of Wolves. First there was Wes Coddington. 5'10", 200 pounds.
Number 52, no change. And that goes to the road. 4th down.
4th down on the 38-yard line, and Page will go back to punt it away for the Red Devils. Jameer Ford to receive. Punt is high and going far, taking a big Red Devil bounce, almost to the 10, picked up by Ford, and he'll make some moves, but he won't get much further than the 20. Great punt by Jesse Page. Brooks Searle in on the coverage and brings him down. So too does Timber Fitch.
1st down goes at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10, Vista Ridge on their own 21. That was a great punt by Page and great coverage by the Red Devil special teams. Stevens in the gun. McFarland off his right hip. Takes the snap. Stevens takes off towards the right side, and he'll get out to about the 29-yard line. Pick up of about 8 on the play. Grady Ivy on the stop.
Stevens with an 8-yard gain. 2nd down.
2nd and 2. Stevens in the gun. Takes the snap. Flicks it out to McFarland. Turns upfield, and he's going to get the 1st down out to about the 33-yard line. So a gain of 4 or 5 on the play for McFarland as he goes up the far sideline. Caden Marler in on the stop for the Red Devils. Ball on the 34-yard line of Vista Ridge. They lead 14-7 on the T7 Propane board here in the 2nd quarter. 10:45 left in the half. Stevens in the gun again. McFarland off his left hip this time. Hands off McFarland. He goes straight ahead, out to the 40. Still on his feet to the 50. Puts on a stiff arm as he's wrestled out of bounds. At the 49-yard line is where he's at. We'll see where they spot him. Braden Wallace in on the stop. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 49. Well, McFarland averaging over 150 yards per game, and we're starting to see firsthand why. Stevens in the gun. Takes the snap, rolls towards the left, wrapped up and brought down by Breckenridge at the line of scrimmage. Well, how's the injury, Brecken? I think it's just fine after that grab and put down there. 2nd and 10 from the 49 of Evanston. Stevens in the gun. McFarland off his hip. One wide receiver split on each end. Stevens back to pass, throws, and that is incomplete, intended for Deshaun Drain. Would have been caught around the 25-yard line, but just out of his hands. Stevens has got a rocket for an arm, as we've seen tonight. 3rd down and 10. It's going to be a passing down for the Wolves. But then again, with McFarland, they may give it to him and he could get the 10 as well. A lot of options for Vista Ridge, as we've seen tonight. Clock stops with 9:52 remaining in the half. 3rd and 10, ball in the Evanston 49. Stevens sends a man wide left. Looking for the pass is the quarterback keeper. He rolls forward, and he'll get to the 40. It's going to be close. I think they give it to him. Breckenridge makes the stop, as well as Carter Moore. And first down, Vista Ridge on the quarterback keeper by Stevens. Well, fooled all of us. As we thought, well, it's either going to be a pass on 3rd and 10 or a handoff to McFarland. Instead, Stevens says, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it with my legs instead of my arm. Ball on the 30-yard line of Evanston. Stevens takes the snap, hands off McFarland. He'll go towards the left side. Well, it makes one man miss. Back out to Braden Wallace, who grabs on and will not let go at the 25. He was dragged for about 3 yards. Flag on the play. It's sitting in between the 20 and the 25.
Number 2, Braden Wallace for the Red Devils. Flag on the play.
Judging from Vista Ridge, the way they're walking back, I think it's on them. Yep, blindside block on Vista Ridge. So that'll push him way back. Well, they only lose 5 yards on it. So it was from the spot of the foul. So 1st and 15 on the 45-yard line. Stevens takes the snap, drops back to pass, steps in the pocket, throws right side. That is intercepted by Evanston, brought in by Bronson Sims. The quarterback says, I'll give myself some help. Check it out on the instant replay right here. Sims, great coverage, patient and waiting like the ball hawk he is, goes up and makes the play. And now the Red Devils, down by 7, take over on their own 9. Sims in the gun with Hanks off his hip. Sims back to pass, rolling towards his right, standing in his own end zone, tucks and run. He's got Green out to the 20, to the 25, and runs out of bounds around the 27, turning something into nothing, out of nothing. Great run by Bronson Sims. 1st and 10, Red Devils, ball spotted. Looks like around the 27-yard line. So, an 18-yard carry by Bronson Sims. So he gets the interception, picks up the first down. Down by 7. 8:36 left in the half. Red Devils will get it, ball back. Pitches out to Wallace. He loses it, and he's going to lose yardage all the way out to the 15. Massive loss of yardage. 12-yard loss, and it's going to be 2nd and a ways to go. Ball spotted at the 15. Have to get out to the 37 in order to pick up the first down. 2nd and long. Strong eye formation. Page at the halfback, Hanks at the fullback. Sims under center. Takes the snap. Drops back. Here comes the pressure. Dumps that one off at the line of scrimmage to Brooks Searle. Maybe gains a yard on the play. 3rd down coming up. Good read by Vista Ridge. Page jogging off the field. 3rd and 24. Going to have to dial something up big here. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap. Has a hole to run through. Goes forward and gets out to the 25. Caught the 26-yard line. Still 4th and 10 coming up as Jesse Page will punt it away. Wesley Coddington makes the stop for the Wolves. Jameer Ford to receive for Vista Ridge. Line drive kick, bounces at the 35, rolls to the 40, takes another Red Devil roll, and will be picked up right around the 33-yard line as Vista Ridge will prepare to take over. 14-7 Wolves on the T7 propane board. Well, if you can go to the locker room down by a single score, getting the ball back, you feel pretty good if you're Evanston. If you're Vista Ridge going up by 14, you feel better and feel like you have control of this game. So this is a big drive for both teams. Stevens in the gun, takes the snap, pitches it out to McFarland, turns up field and gets a great block. Clayton Cook looked like he was ready to be there, but Hammy Vanneman gets in the way, and it'll be a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Ball on the 45-yard line. Breckenridge yet again there on the play, forces him out of bounds. Stevens, split backs. Nope, it's a pistol formation, moving McFarland out, sends a man in motion. Back to pass, throwing deep again, and that is caught in stride by Burnham, and he's brought down by Searle, but was it knocked out later? Max Burnham bobbled it before or after making the catch. They're saying he secured it before going to the ground. And now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. Huge pass by Stevens and the Wolves. 6 minutes left in the half. Invite you to join us for a halftime show brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Stevens hands off McFarland. He goes through, gets across the 10, met inside the 10 and is wrestled down right around the 3 or the 4. Looked like Braden Wallace in on the stop, as well as Jesse Page. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Stevens in the gun with McFarland off his right hip. Takes the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's wrapped up and brought down. Maybe even a little bit of a loss on that play. Page got there first and got the Red Devils to help him out. No gain on play. 2nd down and goal from the 4. This would be a huge goal line stand if you're Evanston. Stevens in the gun. Saw something he didn't like, so he wants to change it up. Takes the snap, drops back, throws, and that is incomplete. Great coverage by Carter Moore in the end zone. That thing was sailing towards the end zone, and Moore was able to kind of bump the receiver a little bit. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Red Devil gets 3rd down.
Big 3rd down coming up. Stevens in the gun. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Rolls towards the right side. Looking to pass, and that's caught. Wide open touchdown for Vista Ridge. I believe that is, trying to make out a number.
Number 8, Jamie Vanneman with a reception.
Vanneman with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And it is 20-7. Vista Ridge. Tapia on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and it is low. Evanston looked like they got a paw on it, but it still sails through the uprights. Vista Ridge leads 21-7 on the T7 Propane board on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Red Devils down 21-7. Here in the 2nd quarter on the T7 Propane board. Evanston back to receive. Wallace and Searle. 4:12 left in the half. If you're Evanston, a touchdown here would be huge. If you're Vista Ridge, a hold here would be big as well, as that drops into the end zone. And the Red Devils will, for the 3rd straight possession, start on their own 20. Tapia has been pretty much automatic with the touchbacks tonight.
We want to remind everybody to stop by the concession stand tonight during halftime. They have everything you want and need. The proceeds help to go support.
Coming up on the Utah Vision halftime show, we'll have our Jackalope first half highlights, as well as our Aspen Cinemas student spotlight with Evanston state champion diver Rachel Johnson. Sims in the gun, sends a man in motion. Hands it off to, hands it off to Wallace, dumps it off to Cook on the trick play. So Sims hands it off to Wallace on the jet, and then Wallace, the backup quarterback, delivers a strike to Cook, and Clayton Cook takes it to the 50. Silas Arns forces Clayton Cook out of bounds, and they're actually into Vista Ridge territory. A 31-yard reception for Clayton Cook. 1st and 10 on the Wolves 49. Sims takes the snap, hands off to Brooks. Searle on the sweep, drops the ball, but he gets it back, and they'll lose a couple yards on the play. 2nd and 12. So Red Devils, actually they're saying that, I was going to say they originally had the line of scrimmage the same, then they marched it back to the Evanston 49. 2nd down and 12 from the Red Devil 49. Ball in between the hash. Sims in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to Hanks, goes forward, and the pile will push forward out to the 47-yard line of Vista Ridge. Smith Ho-Ching, the sophomore defensive lineman, in on the play. 3rd and 8 from the 47-yard line of Vista Ridge.
Let's go!
And we have a Timeout taken by Evanston. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left in the half. We'll be right back after this. Red Devils trail 21-7 on the T7 Propane board on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
(21-7). Vista Ridge on the T7 Propane board. But the Red Devils have the ball 3rd and 8 at the Vista Ridge 47. Vista Ridge, of course, out of Colorado Springs, a 4A school. Made it to the state playoffs last year in 4A. Beat a Denver school. I believe it was 43-7 last week. Red Devils coming in. Sims with split backs in the backfield. 3rd and 8. Takes the snap, drops back, has protection, throws, that's incomplete and intercepted by Jameer Ford on the bobble. Intended for Brooks Searle, but Ford brings it in. This is an Evanston Red Devil broadcast. Sometimes you got to say wow on a play like that. Ford knocks it away and then brings it in on the bobble. As we check it out on the instant replay, had Brooks Searle, and Ford just bops it up, completes the catch and completes the interception for the Wolves. 2 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the half. 21-7. Vista Ridge. 1st and 10, Wolves on their own 34. Stevens will get a change out of linemen. Another equipment issue. Yes, it's a new rule this year. Jerseys have to be tucked in. Throw by Stevens. That's almost intercepted by Bronson Sims again. Would have been around the Red Devil 40 as he couldn't hang on to it, but what a defensive play by Bronson. And you know, we saw him make his fair share of those last year for the Red Devils. So jerseys need to be tucked in and pants have to be covering the knee pads is the uniform rules for this year. Stevens takes the snap, hands off to McFarland. He takes off running out to the 40, still on his feet. And a pickup of about 6 yards on the play, 6 or 7. It'll be 3rd and manageable. Clayton Cook with the open field tackle. 3rd and 3, ball on the 41 of Vista Ridge. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining and counting in the half. Big 3rd down. Stevens in the gun. Hard count and fools the Red Devils. Evanston jump off sides, and that'll give the Wolves a fresh set of downs. Encroachment on Evanston. So that'll now make it 1st down from the 46, I believe, if my math is correct. And yeah, it will march them out to 46. 1st and 10, Vista Ridge.
First down for the Wolves.
Stevens runs over and whispers something over to Mason Carter. Drops back. Here comes the pressure, throws, and that is complete to Ford. Check that, actually, that's Isaiah Torres. And he'll get about an 8-yard gain on the play. Clayton Cook able to get into the backfield. Just couldn't wrap it up in time. Page forces him out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 46 of Evanston. Dropping back as Stevens fires a bullet, caught by Watts, and he'll get inside the 30. 1st and 10 for Vista Ridge as they are moving the ball now.
Number 23, Jesse Page, first contact on the tackle for the red double. 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Hand off to McFarland, and he will dance all over the field. Check that, Jameer Ford. Apologies.
Pass complete, number 1, Jameer Ford.
And it's a new 1st down for Vista Ridge. Stevens in the gun, has McFarland back there with him. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Stevens, tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but he manages to redirect his momentum forward. As Clayton Cook is able to get the tackle for the Red Devils. 46 seconds and counting left in the half. Evanston going to try to hang on here. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. It's not so much about stopping them here. It's keeping this a 2-score game with you getting the ball back at the half. 29 seconds left and counting. Stevens takes the snap, pitches it out to McFarland, tries to turn the corner, gets out to the 5, spin move, wrapped up and shoved out of bounds by Braden Wallace. Clock stops, 16.3 seconds. 3rd and goal. Flag on the play around the 4. Going to be holding on Vista Ridge. Puts them back with 16 seconds remaining in the half. Timeout, Wolves will take it with them. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callis Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
21-7, your score in the T7 Propane board. 16 seconds separating us from halftime. As the Red Devils trying to hang on, keep this a 2-score game going into the locker room. A 2-score game, if you're Evanston, the way the defense have played, they've gotten turnovers, they've gotten stops. You feel like you can make stops. And then a 3-score game, though, that might be where things get a little hairy. 1st and goal all the way back at the 12 after the penalty. 2nd and goal. Stevens. 16.3 seconds left. Back to pass. Wrapped up and manages to slip one, throws in between the defender Braden Wallace and caught by Watts. (27-7) on the T7 Propane board as Tapia will attempt the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. So, with 9 seconds left in the half, it is Vista Ridge 28, Evanston 7. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Red Devils down here in the late second quarter, 28-7 on the T7 Propane board. 9 seconds remaining in the half. Invite you to join us for our Uintah Iron Vision halftime show. Tapia, who has been nearly automatic with touchbacks today, will kick it away for the Wolves. Searle and Wallace back to return for Evanston, standing around their own goal line. For the second half, we'll have special guest color commentator Cullen Pace joining us. Should be a lot of fun. Kick is high end over end, and that one will be caught by Brooke Searle in the end zone, and it's an automatic touchback. Well, the Red Devils go out with 9.6 seconds remaining in the half. Not that it matters much, but 2 timeouts remaining. If you can get a deep ball downfield, then maybe. Bronson has been under pressure in the backfield when he's tried to pass all night. All the deep passes have been yards after catch type deals. He hasn't really had a chance to set anything up big. And it looks like they're just going to clock it, as it looks like the Red Devils will just knee it out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So we go to the locker room. Vista Ridge leads 28-7 on the T7 Propane board. We'll be right back after this for the halftime show, brought to you by Uintah Iron Vision on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uintah Iron Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
On the field right now, the reigning state champion dance team, the Evanston Classics. Wish we could play this routine in its entirety, but because of copyright, we can't play the music, but we'll definitely leave the camera on so you can enjoy them. It's the halftime show brought to you by Unity Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. When we come back after this, we will have our Jackalope first half highlights brought to you by Jackalope Delivery on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
You went fishing and forgot your bait at home? Jackalope. Getting your shred on and need to pick up groceries? Jackalope. Jackalope Delivery. If we have it here, we can get it there. Your locally owned delivery company. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Welcome back to the Unity Vision halftime show. Time for our first half highlights brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Doing the hopping for your shopping, call 307-679-7174. Well, the scoring timeline goes as follows. The first play from scrimmage for Vista Ridge, a 80-yard catch and run by number 8, Hammy Vanneman. As on the field now is the state championship cheer team for Evanston Red Devils. So a lot of titles to defend for the dance and the cheer squad, so that'll be a lot of fun. Back to the first half highlights. And then with 7:35 left in the first, Braden Wallace with a goal line touchdown rush ties it up at 7. Later on, Vanneman gets his second touchdown of the night with a 4-yard touchdown reception. And then another touchdown later as 21 unanswered points have been scored by Vista Ridge here in the first half. And they lead it 28-7. That's your Jackalope Delivery first half highlights. Brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Doing the hopping for your shopping, it's Jackalope. 307-679-7174. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have our Aspen Cinemas Standout Students presented by Aspen Cinemas on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. We'll have state champion diver Rachel Johnson right after this on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-bender-er, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Hello and welcome to Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas in Evanston, Wyoming. Joined now by junior on the girls swim and dive team, Rachel Johnson. Of course, she's also your reigning state champion. Rachel, has that quite sunk in yet?
I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I think it kind of went away after a month. I kind of just forgot it happened.
So talk to me real quick about your offseason. I understand you went to Florida to go compete at some national championship competitions. How'd that go for you?
So in the off season, I was training all summer. I took a little break during the winter season just because I managed a wrestling team. But after that, I got right back in training every day. And then we went to a couple competitions in Lander, and that was pretty fun. And then we went to AAU Nationals in Florida, and that was a really cool experience. There were some crazy divers there. But overall, the experience was pretty good. Didn't do as well as I'd hoped, but it was still really fun.
Are you hoping to go back there this next off season?
Yeah, that's the goal. I want to make it to some national, USA competitions as well, and I think that'd be really fun.
I've rumors on the street you've been working on some new dives that you're excited to kind of roll out this year. Is that an accurate rumor, or are you just going with the similar program from last year?
Most of the dives are pretty similar. Once you have the basics down, you compete those. But I'm really going for the 105, the 2.5 this year, and really hoping for a 1.5 double twist. So that's pretty cool.
If you look at last year, what was one of the most memorable parts besides winning the state championship?
I think it was pretty cool being able to compete with Alyssa last year. We were really good competition for each other, and we had a really good friendship. And all the divers on the 3A side of the state was really fun. We had some good memories. We're all good friends.
Talk to me about this year's crop of divers. I mean, Alyssa's not here anymore. She graduated, so you're kind of the leader of the squad. Talk to me about the diving team this year and the swim team as well.
So the dive team is really small. We have a girl that comes down from Cokeville every day because they don't have a diving program or swimming there. So she drives down from Cokeville every day. And then we have a sophomore that just joined us this year, and she just started last week, and she's already competing in her 6 dive lineup, so that's pretty cool. But the swim team is actually really big. We have a pretty young team, so it'll be pretty good. They're all improving well.
Talk to me about your first competition. It was over in Rollins. What was it like to kind of finally get into competition and be done with the training aspect of things?
It was really fun. I haven't competed since July when I went to nationals, but it wasn't as good of a competition as I was hoping for to start the season off. But all the divers there were really young, all freshmen and sophomore age. So it was kind of cool to be a leader there and have all the girls looking up to me and telling me that I'm an inspiration for them. They want to be as good as me. So that was really fun.
Evanston girls swim and dive moves up to 4A this year. Talk to me about what are some things that may change and may be a little bit different now moving up to 4A instead of being at 3A.
I would say for me, I haven't competed against those girls as much, so the competition is a little more stiff. There's a lot of girls over on the east side of the state that we never see until state, and so it's kind of weird just keeping up with their dives on the Washa app, and just I follow all the girls on Instagram and stuff and watching their dives, and it's going to be interesting seeing how they compete because we don't see them until state.
You're only a junior, so you're just kind of halfway through your high school career. What are some things you're hoping to accomplish in the next couple of years?
I would really like to keep up my conference champ all 4 years, so that would be pretty cool. And obviously winning state would be really cool, but I think just being able to improve my own points and just improving myself. But I also think it would be really cool to break the school record.
And last question for you, since this is sponsored by our friends at Aspen Cinemas, what's been your favorite movie you've seen in the theaters lately?
I recently saw It Ends With Us, and that one was really good. So, yeah.
Awesome. So you'd recommend it?
I would recommend that one, yeah.
Awesome. That is Rachel Johnson, junior with the Evanston Lady Red Devils swim and dive team. Also, your reigning 3A state diving champion. Rachel, thank you so much for the time. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's it. Go Red Devils.
Thank you to Rachel Johnson for joining us on our Uinta Iron Vision halftime show. This is the Red Devil Spotlight brought to you by Aspen Cinemas, inviting you now to get your tickets for Transformers 1. I tell you what, this is one of the most anticipated on my list. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends, bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. That is Transformers 1 starting September 20th, but you can get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half. This marks the conclusion of our halftime show, brought to you by Uinta Iron Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. The score at the half, it is Vista Ridge 28, Evanston 7. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Your score at the half, it is Vista Ridge 28, Evanston 7. Joining us for the rest of the way, we have special guest color commentator Cullen Pace. And Cullen, you've actually been sitting here watching the first half. What are your impressions on this one?
Well, Vista Ridge definitely made the trip, and they come to play. They're playing real well, especially on offense. They're definitely a threat for the real long plays. If they've had to sustain a drive, they've usually fizzled out and ended up punting. On the Red Devil side, I do believe that if we can give Bronson Sims a little bit of time and let him see the defense a little better than what he has, he'll be able to find some receivers instead of rushing passes. Like the one interception, it was a little bit behind Brooks Searle, and if he's got a little bit more time there, I think he hits that pass, and instead of an interception, you have a first down Red Devil. So the offensive line, I think, needs to step up a little bit just for the Red Devils and give Bronson Sims a little bit more time, and I think the Red Devils will be all right.
It's really impressive to see what Evanston has been able to do so far in this game. I mean, remember, this is a school of maybe 500 to 700 kids, and Vista Ridge around 1,500 according to my quick research. So, a lot of Evanston all plays two ways. Vista Ridge, you're going to see fewer guys have to do that because of their sheer numbers. Talking to the tour bus driver earlier before the game, he said there were 56 kids on his bus, and there's two buses out there, plus a mini bus for support staff is what it looked like. So this is a Roman army type of team where they have big numbers, and they're able to kind of use that depth to kind of create some separation here as the Red Devils come back out on the field.
Yeah, and they do have a lot of kids. You look over on that sideline, there's a whole bunch, but they do also have their key players playing both sides of the ball, just like Evanston does. So fatigue, I don't think, is going to be as big a factor as they've got. Red Devils have got to win in the trenches, both offense and defense. Defensive side of the ball, and get some pressure on Stevens too.
Yeah, Stevens has shown when he has time, he can let it fly with some of the best we've seen as Vista Ridge now runs out to take the field. You're absolutely right, though. Sims has not really had a chance to set something up deep the way we know he's capable of. He's been, every time he's dropped that, we've seen him roll towards the sideline and either turn it into a quarterback sneak or dump it off to Clayton Cook, which, by the way, Clayton Cook has been an effective weapon for the Red Devils, turning these short plays into chunk yards.
Yeah, and he has. He's been a great target for Sims. And, you know, you got to give props to the DBs of Vista Ridge, too, because Bronson is having to check down to his second, third, and maybe even fourth option. When he does have the little bit of time to throw the ball, he's not able to find his first target deep there.
Another thing is we've seen some uncharacteristic mistakes by the Red Devils, kind of put them behind the 8 ball. There's the false start penalty on 3rd and short. There was the handoff to Wallace where he drops it in the backfield. Luckily, none of those mistakes have turned into turnovers, but it definitely puts you behind the 8 ball, and against a team like Vista Ridge, you don't want to give them anything for free.
No, you definitely don't. And right now, Evanston is winning the turnover battle. I would guess, I mean, we don't have official stats or anything, but I would guess we probably have more total yards than Vista Ridge also. So the scoreboard to me is the only difference. I think Evanston is in this game. They come out and play the second half like they did the first half, but win in the trenches. I think this is a different second half.
So we're going to be keeping an eye on guys like Taryn Hawes, the Wellings, those guys, those leaders of the line, to try to get some penetration and get some on Stevens and provide Bronson Sims with some time.
Yeah, and if they can step up and find a way to keep Vista Ridge out of the backfield and give running backs to where they're not fighting for every single yard, they get to the line of scrimmage and give Bronson Sims a little bit of time there to pick the defense apart. This should be an interesting second half.
It's a bit of an underappreciated deal, but how about Tapia, the kicker for Vista Ridge? He's sending him deep. He's not giving Evanston a chance to return. We know what Braden Wallace and Brooks Searle can do on the return game. That has been taken away from the Red Devils to try to set them up for some good drives.
Yeah, and usually your kick returners are some of the best athletes on the field, and if you take the ball out of their hands when they've got a 10, 15-yard head start, that's definitely huge for any team, and Tapia has been huge. I mean, even the extra points, the one was short, but I think Evanston's got a hand on it, but it still made it over the crossbar. And his first kickoff, Tapia's first kickoff, was actually out of the back of the end zone. It wasn't even in the end zone. It went clear through, and that's another 10 yards onto the kick, and for a high school kicker to be kicking like that is pretty amazing.
Absolutely. All right. Ready to get started here with the third quarter. Searle and Wallace to return for Evanston. Tapia to kick off for the Wolves. Evanston will be going left to right, red jerseys, white numerals, clean red helmet for Vista Ridge. They'll defend the right side, white jersey, black numerals, and a white helmet with a powder blue VR on one side and Pack on the other. Kick is up, and it's a high end over end kick, and that one will be caught short of the end zone by Brooks Searle. He'll try to turn upfield and get shoved out of bounds right around the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10, Red Devils inside their own 20.
So basically the same starting field position as they've had all night.
Yeah, minus 2 yards. 1st and 10 from the 19. As we get ready to start this third quarter, Sims comes out. As you hear the student section, Persian on their team. Sims in the gun, has a man off his left hip. Takes the snap, handoff to Hanks, it looks like, and he'll get out to about the 19, so no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
And that was Gabe Herman and Mason Carter in on the stop there.
2nd down and 10, ball on the 19 of Evanston. Brooke Searle going to take a well-deserved rest. Hanks off the right hip of Sims. Takes the snap. Sims, quarterback keeper, goes up the middle, and he'll get to about the 24-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play, should be 3rd and 5.
And that was big number 52, Smith Ho Ching, sorry. Big D end, sophomore, 6'1", 210 pounds.
Sophomore, that's going to be one to keep your eye on if you're in a Colorado 4A high school football. Sims in the gun, 2 wide receivers rather, and a tight end on the far side. Sims rolls towards the left, dumps that one off, intercepted at the 20. Taken off to the 15-10, brought down by Bronson Sims, and who else but Hammy Vanneman. Tell you what, if high school fantasy football was a thing, Vanneman would have a whole bundle of points.
Yes, he definitely would. He's had himself a heck of a game. He scored twice, interception, now quite a few receiving yards. I mean, the first play from scrimmage was an 80-yard reception, so he has had a heck of a ball game.
Just a short pass that didn't find its receiver, and Vanneman jumped in front of it and pulled it out of the Uinta County sky.
And that's a hard throw for Sims to make, rolling to his left, and he's got to come back across his body to throw with his right.
Stevens in the gun, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line of Evanston. Takes the snap, quarterback keeper goes towards the right side. Sims finds the sideline, reaches out, touchdown Vista Ridge.
And that's just a design quarterback keeper right there, and he just takes off for the pylon and ends up getting it.
An 8-yard quarterback keeper by Stevens with 10:26 left in the 3rd quarter. Tapia on to attempt the extra points. Kick is up and it is good. It's Vista Ridge 35, Evanston 7. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
35-7 your score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Vista Ridge out of Colorado Springs coming to Evanston and putting on an offensive show.
See if Tapia puts this one in the end zone or if he gives him a chance to return it.
And it's an end-over-end kick, and it's in the end zone. Red Devils 1st and 10 on their own 20 as Tapia has been definitely a fun player to watch. Really, this whole Vista Ridge team has been fun to watch.
They have, and the thing I have noticed is both teams, you tackle somebody, you have a good hit, but yet they're helping each other up. The sportsmanship of both these teams has been great tonight.
Minimal penalties, no unsportsmanlike penalties, all been kind of false starts and things like that. Sims in the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls towards the near sideline, but he's not going anywhere. Looks like he might have actually gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's Jacob Borland there on the stop, and just like I just said, he drove Sims out of bounds pretty hard. He gets off of him, stands up, and puts a hand down to pick Sims up off the turf.
Well, and this is one of those kind of fun games. I mean, this is the first time these two teams have ever seen each other. They won't see each other again till next year. It's all about getting better on the field for both of these teams as conference play. I don't know for Colorado, but conference play still 2 weeks away after this for the Red Devils as they're wrapped up in the backfield on the pitch out to, looks like Wallace.
And that's Borland making that stop again. He's 2 plays, stepped up twice.
Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13 from the 17-yard line of Evanston. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, for both of these teams out on the field today, it's all about getting better for those games that count.
Yeah, it's both teams' second game of the season. It's early in the season, and that's what your coaches are looking for, is where you can improve, and hopefully you can make a little bit better from last week.
Sims drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure, goes deep, and that is incomplete, intended for Brooks Searle. If he got it, it would have been around the 45, but he just overthrows him. And Searle, though, surrounded by 2 Wolves who kept up with him stride for stride.
Yeah, and he had a step. That was a good look by Sims. But he felt the pressure coming and had to throw it a little quicker than he wanted to, so it kind of turned Brooks around a little bit. If he was able to lead him like he could have, I think that's a first down Red Devil.
Punt by Page goes out of bounds right around the 34, 33-yard line.
Hits Juan Segura there on the sideline.
Still a lot of football left to be played, especially if the defense can kind of get in, maybe cause some havoc for Vista Ridge and Stevens. If that can happen, then you could be looking at Evans. I mean, all it takes is a stop and a touchdown, and all of a sudden you're thinking you can get back into this thing.
A scoop and score, a pick six, anything like that would do wonders just for the psyche of the Red Devils here.
Stevens in the gun, ball in the 45 of Evanston. Takes the snap, hands off to McFarland, and it's actually a draw for the quarterback. Fooled a lot as Stevens gets out to the 35. You for sure fooled me for the first down.
Yeah, that's a good. He followed McFarland up into the middle. I think it's just kind of a read option play for the quarterback. He keeps it, gets around the end, and gains 9 yards.
So they march him back a yard, so he's not going to quite get the first down, but 9-yard gain on first down. Can't ask for much more than that, especially on the quarterback keeper.
No, definitely not. And, I mean, that's how the play's designed, and they're running it to perfection right there.
2nd and 1 on the Red Devil 36. Takes the snap, hands off to McFarland, who is wrapped up from behind by Evanston.
Sergio Lozano.
Yep, Sergio Lozano makes the stop. But it's a first down for the Wolves. Ball on the 32-yard line of Evanston. 7 minutes, 50 seconds, and with a fairly decent lead for the Wolves, you wonder if we're going to see them run the football a lot more to try to burn the clock off.
Yeah, I definitely think you're going to see a lot of run plays here unless you get deep in the downs.
Well, as we say that, Stevens drops back, has to flush out, throw it out to the 30, caught by Vanneman.
No, that's number 6.
Check that. That is Lewis. No,
Torres.
Torres. Torres makes the catch. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by Stevens. He's looking. The pressure starts to come, and he checks to his guy right there on the sideline.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 on the 28. Stevens takes the snap, hands off to McFarland. He squirts through the line. He'll pick up the first down inside the 20. And we got a flag on the play after the fact.
Luca Flores in on the stop for the Red Devils there.
Three officials will meet and talk it over. And here's the fourth.
Jaron Welling was trying to listen in on the huddle and got subbed out. So.
And it looks like it might be on Vista Ridge.
That's what I'm thinking, the way they're looking, where they're going to mark it. Must be a spot foul.
Yeah, it goes against the Wolves. Late hit on the Wolves, so that'll march them back a ways. And they'll repeat the second down.
And that must have been pretty belligerent, because usually you won't get a late hit on the offense.
Ball on the 35-yard line, and a flag thrown.
No, they're just picking up the other one. It was the White Hats flag, so they had
what happened now?
The back judge had to run it to him.
They just pitched it out to him. Here we go. Stevens on second and long, looking to pass, throws it up high. That is incomplete. A diving attempt at the sideline by Burnham. Would have been caught around the 10. And it's 3rd and 13 from the 35 of Evanston.
You know, and really that's good defense by Braden Wallace. The thing is Stevens is putting the ball where the defenders cannot get to him. The touchdown pass in the first half where it was just over Searle's fingertips to where he couldn't quite reach it. Stevens is able to just put that ball right where it's only the offense that can get it.
Yeah. Stevens in the gun. Takes the snap, dropping back on 3rd and long. Here comes the pressure, steps up, dumps that one off down low. Taking off and turning upfield for the first down. And running out of bounds.
It's going to be Torres on the reception again. Comes up big for the Wolves.
He'll get shoved out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Or check that 20-yard line.
And that shoved him out was number 6 also, Brooks Searle.
Seven minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Stevens. And the gun goes for the short pass, goes to Torres on the right side, wrapped up and brought down around the 15.
And it's going to be Cook on the stop.
Second down and 5. Well, for the Red Devils, next week they'll be in Riverton for a rematch of the state quarterfinal. Last year that Evanston won pretty big to advance to the semifinals. Riverton brings back quite a lot from that team. Evanston with some new pieces out there for the Red Devils after graduating that senior class from last year.
Dead ball penalty, flag on the play.
On second down and 4 on the 14 of Evanston.
It's going to be on Evanston.
False start on Vista Ridge.
Must have had somebody lined up in the neutral zone because nobody moved. So that's a legal procedure penalty. But then they marched the ball forward. Oh, so they did call it on Evanston.
Yeah.
The White Hat changed his call there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he pointed originally at Vista Ridge, and then he said, oh, no, over at Evanston. 2nd down and 1, ball on the 10-yard line of the Red Devils. Pistol formation for Stevens. 6 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Takes the snap, hands off to McFarland, and he'll go into the pile, and Evanston stands him up. Came about 2 or 3 on the play, as there's a whole host of Red Devils there.
That was number 17, Victor Lozano, and big number 56, Taryn Hawes, in on that play.
1st and goal from the 8. As Stevens goes into the gun. Mason Pilling now in the field. Throw is knocked away in the end zone by Bronson Sims. Great coverage.
Great defensive play by Bronson. And in high school, you can face guard just like he was doing. The last second, he swipes that hand and knocks the ball down.
3rd and goal from the 8. 2nd and goal, from the 8. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
You know, Elan, I was telling you before the game, this is my first time seeing this turf field that Evanston's put in, and I went to school here. And to me, it's just not the same field without the high center field, the hill that you had that you couldn't even see the sideline on the other side.
Shotgun formation for Stevens. Quarterback keeper runs up the middle, and he is short. Great job by the Red Devil front line to hold him. Back to that previous comment. I'm glad they did it because now we can have soccer on this field, which is really, really cool to see the soccer players get their due to play in a stadium at home. As Taryn Hawes is in on that hit.
It is. It's good to see, and it is a beautiful field. Don't get me wrong. Living down in Randolph now, we're going to have one, and they even put the soccer lines on that field.
I can't wait to see that.
They put the soccer lines on that field, and it's a gorgeous field.
Well, for the first time in Rich, you guys are going to have Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, and I happen to be part of the Evanston Red Devils when Evanston was able to have night games.
Oh, that's awesome. Timeout called. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNY.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Red Devils trail 35-7 on the T7 propane board. Less than 5 minutes left. It looks like we have an injured player on the field is what happened there. 35-7 your score on the T7 propane board. For the Red Devils, they'll be back in action next Friday night in Riverton. 6 o'clock, I believe, is the kickoff. Have to double check that. Either way, pregame will be 45 minutes. And if you can't make the trip to Riverton, our friends at Aspen Cinemas got you covered. They're going to be showing every road game in Aspen Cinemas, so it's free admission. So stop on by, watch the game with your fellow Red Devil fans who couldn't make the trip, and buy yourself some concessions and to say thank you to Aspen Cinemas for their support of Red Devil athletics.
That's great of the Aspen Cinemas to do that for the Evanston faithful.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Aspen Cinemas, what a great place to go watch a movie.
Oh, yeah. It's It's like the ones you get in Salt Lake, except it's a little smaller. It's a little bit more intimate. Great concessions, great staff.
Yeah, they do a great job out there.
I will be getting my tickets to Transformers 1 probably well, for sure we're going to go see Beetlejuice on Tuesday. Me and my wife have already decided that. Stevens takes the snap, hands off to McFarland. No way, no how.
And that's what the Red Devils needed. Big number 56, Taryn Hawes, just busting through that line and breaking up that play and bringing back McFarland for a 4-yard loss.
Check that. That was Mason Pilling.
Oh, excuse me.
The junior running back. I just saw it was 35. And now it's 4th and goal from the 6, setting up Tapia for the field goal. It'll be a 21-yard field goal attempt. That might be your play of the game there for Evanston.
It very well could be, and that could spark Evanston too.
Kick is up, and it is good. So, 38-7, your score on the T7 propane board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Well, after this week, the Red Devils will be road warriors. 2 straight weeks on the road. Riverton we talked about next week, and then 2 weeks from tonight, they'll be playing former Red Devil head coach Jim Burton a visit over in Lander. They won't come back until the 27th of September for homecoming against another Wolves, the Green River Wolves. Tapia to kick off for Vista Ridge. High end over end kick. And that will be caught by Braden Wallace just outside the end zone. Great job by him. Wallace looking to go to the near sideline. Turns up and gets to about the 22-23. So they should get a little bit more than what they've had all night.
And that's a good return by Wallace. He should have been stopped a little bit further back, and he's stiff-armed and got 7-8 more yards after contact, and that was number 13, Kenny Adams, a junior, 5'10", 170 on that stop on the kickoff there.
1st and 10 from the 21 of Evanston, so very similar field position for Evanston. Sims in the backfield with Hanks, takes the snap, hands that one off, and going forward is Hanks, picks up 4 yards out to the 25. So it'll be 2nd and 6.
That was number 15, Jackson Dismang on that stop. You know, and that was a great hold by the Red Devils offensive line there. And you pick up 4 yards on first down. You can't ask for much better, honestly. You average 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, you're never going to lose a game if you average 4 yards a carry.
No.
Takes the snap. Sims rolls towards his left, looking downfield. Fires a short pass right at the belly.
They're going to say he caught it.
Of
Riker.
Yep,
Pace.
Riker Pace, number 15. So Pace with his first reception of the day. And gets out to the 30. They're going to discuss if that's complete or not, it looks like. Oh, there's a flag on the play, rather.
I think that one might be coming back if it is a flag. But that was a good catch by Riker there. He just went down and cradled the ball so it didn't hit the turf. At least that's what it looked like from here.
Back. I was wondering if they might have gotten them for a later hit because Pace is down on the ground.
They still hit him.
Yep. Yep, it is going to be a late hit, it looks like. on Vista Ridge.
And so that's going to be from the end of the play. So you get the first down plus another 15 yards.
So that marches them all the way to the 46-yard line. So a good chunk of yardage on that penalty.
Yeah, and maybe that's the break that the Red Devils need there.
Late third quarter, less than 3 minutes to play. Strong eye formation. Hanks, the fullback. Page, the halfback. Hand off to Page, and he'll go towards the left side. Page out to the 46, 47-yard line. They're going to give him about a yard on the play, second down and 9.
I believe that was J.J. Putnam with the initial contact on Page there. And Page, that was a heck of a job by him because he should have lost a yard there, and his second effort was able to have him gain at least a yard.
Page is going to take a well-deserved rest as Wallace checks into the game. Second and 9 from the Red Devil 47. 2 minutes, 16 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Sims in the gun, takes the snap, hands off to Wallace actually, and he'll get across the 50 out to the 47-yard line. So we'll get a gain of about 6 yards on the play. It'll be third and short.
It's going to be number 13, Kenny Adams, on the stop for the Wolves there. He's a junior, 5'10", 170.
Third and 3 from the Vista Ridge 47. Evanston's run game has been effective a lot of the time here in this game. It's just with that quick strike offense that Vista Ridge has, they've been able to get it all back in one play where Evanston's kind of had to grind and work for it a little bit more.
Yeah, Evanston's definitely using a lot more of the clock.
Sims gets Vista Ridge to jump off sides, and that's going to be a first down for the Red Devils. At least that's what it appeared to be.
And it was close. The defense can jump. They just can't cross the line of the ball. And I thought he did from our angle, and we've got a pretty good angle here, so I think the officials made the right call there.
Offsides Vista Ridge, and that'll march the ball to the 42-yard line, first and 10, Red Devils. 70 seconds left in the third quarter. Sims with split backs. Page and Wallace in the gun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Going deep. Looking for Clayton Cook. And he almost had him just off his fingertips. Second and 10 coming up. He would have caught that around the 15, the 10, and maybe could have gotten a little bit more. Might have taken it all the way.
And that's a well-placed ball there by Sims, but he had time to throw on that one.
Yep.
And Clayton Cook's the only one that was going to touch that ball. And so, like I said, Bronson Sims, well-placed ball there. And you're going to have some people complain maybe PI, but there was a lot of contact on both sides, both the receiver and the D-back there, so I like that no call by the officials.
Second down and 10, ball on the 42 of Vista Ridge. Sims rolling, has pressure, throws, looking for Brooks Searle, and he falls down around the 5. Can't get to it. Third and 10.
Another great throw there by Bronson. And he just laid it out there. And it's just too bad that Brooks lost his footing and went down, because that's a score there.
And if he doesn't lose his footing, he gets that extra step to bring that one into his belly, it feels like.
So there's definitely positives that are going to come out of this game for the Red Devils going into play Riverton next week.
Sims. Under center, strong eye formation. Page the fullback. Wallace the halfback. Takes the snap. And it's a handoff to Wallace, but Sims collides with Wallace, but Wallace is going to take it a good chunk of yardage out to the 36. So gain of 6 on the play, and that'll set up 4th and 4. And at this point, you're far enough in that you can't really punt it. You're outside of field goal range, so yeah, you're going to go for it.
And that was Micah Leong on the stop there.
4th and 4, Sims hands off to Wallace. He's got the first down, out to the 30 and about the 28-29. Gutsy call by Coach Steve Moore, and the Red Devils make it happen. 1st and 10, Evanston.
And that was a great tackle there by number 31, Terrius Thomas, a sophomore. And I do believe Vista Ridge is getting some younger players in that don't usually play. There's a lot of different numbers we haven't seen all game, but that's just a good open field tackle there to stop that score.
Again, this is a preseason game for Evanston. I'd assume the same for Vista Ridge. The goal is to get better by the time this game is over. And we're off to the 4th quarter. Vista Ridge leads 38-7 on the T7 Propane board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at t7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Sims under center to start the 4th quarter. Strong I formation with Page in the fullback. And Sims rolls towards the right side, takes a snap. Caught by Clayton Cook at the 15-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Yep, that's going to be another first down for the Red Devils. And Cook was brought down by Donovan Hart, another sophomore, 5'10", 160.
5'10", 160. Clayton Cook is 6'4", 205. So that is a great tackle there by Hart.
Yeah, and with Clayton Cook, if Bronson can get him in the end zone and just put it in the air and let Clayton go get it.
Another strong I formation with Page in the fullback. They pitch it out to the halfback, Wallace. Turns upfield to the 10, the 5, touchdown, Red Devils.
And what a lead block by Grady Ivy, pulling from his lineman position, and he opened up that touchdown.
11:45 remaining in the 4th, and Wallace with his 2nd touchdown of the day, a 13-yard rush. And the Red Devils put another one on the board. And they're going to go for 2, it looks like. No, check that. Lozano, kick is up, and it is good. So going with 11:45 left in the game, it is Vista Ridge 38, Evanston 14 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Lozano to kick off for Evanston. Well, it's a preseason game. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Maybe a little tricksy onside kick here for Evanston? Probably not, but.
No, I wouldn't think so. You could, I guess.
I'm just being silly. Lozano to kick this one away. And it's a low line drive right at Ford, caught at the 5. Turns upfield at the middle of the field. Still on his feet out to the 30. Fights his way to the 35.
Trying to see number here. Number 4. Carter Moore. Let's see if this Red Devils defense can come up with another stop.
I'll tell you what, if you can make this a stop and then put another touchdown on the board, the clock might be your biggest enemy right now if you're Evanston. But if you can continue to put points up, you can feel pretty good about this fourth quarter performance. As it looks like we may have a new quarterback in for the Wolves. I think that's number 14. 12, excuse me. As they'll go for the handoff. New quarterback is Evan Warren, a 5'10" sophomore.
Jesse Page in there on that stop for the Devils.
Loss on the play. Second down 11, so, got to take your hat off to Vista Ridge here. Kind of calling off the dogs a little bit, giving their younger guys a chance to get out there and play against a varsity team.
Yeah, that
quarterback keeper by Warren. And he'll get out to the 40-yard line. So a gain of 6 yards on the play. Go ahead.
That's Sergio Lozano on that stop. But yeah, that just shows the type of class that this coaching staff has. Pull off the dogs. You've pretty well got the game won. Give your younger kids some time against this varsity squad because Evanston's not going to do it quite yet. I'm sure later on in the game they probably will. So it's just classy.
Warren sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Pitches it out towards the left side to Pilling, I believe, and he'll get close to the first down.
Ran out of bounds there by Brooks Searle.
And it is a first down for Pilling. Spot him at the 47-yard line of Vista Ridge.
And it looks like Coach Moore is going to start doing the same thing. He's running in some younger kids now. They see Max Granger on the field.
Lozano had to sprint off the field before that thing got snapped. Warren hands this one off to number 42, Arns. He'll turn upfield at the 45 and get brought down by a host of Red Devils. Looks like number 28, Braxton Hanks, and 55, Luke Guild.
Yep.
Guild, by the way, a junior, so another one that Coach Steve Moore wants to kind of develop.
They're calling this a second down. Where that down marker is, it looks pretty close to the first down.
It might be like second in inches. Warren takes the snap. Hand off to Pilling, and he'll pick up the first down inside the Red Devil 40. 9 minutes and 19 seconds and counting.
And that's going to be Gabe Waltman on the stop for the Red Devils there.
Checking in for Evanston is Timber Fitch, the young sophomore. And here comes Brooks Searle and Braden Wallace off the field. We'll see if we see them again or if this might be Coach Moore saying, you know what, you did a good job. Let's just kind of get things tuned up and ready for Riverton next week.
And they have played a good game. I mean, the scoreboard doesn't show it, but the stats, I think, are going to show a little bit of different story.
Warren takes the snap. Pitches out to Pilling. He drops the ball, and it's loose. Did Evanston get on top of it? They might have. Yes. Red Devil football.
Bridger Roberts comes up with that fumble recovery for Evanston.
Bridger Roberts of the Red Devils.
Bridger Roberts, of course, Brady Roberts' younger brother. And we all know what kind of player he was. 1st and 10, Red Devils from their own 47.
For the Red Devils from the 47-yard line.
8:59 as Bronson Sims jogs back out there.
You know, and you got to give credit to the Red Devils here. They haven't given up. They're still wanting to play this game and play it hard.
Page in the backfield, takes the snap, gets the pitch, turns upfield at the 45 to the 50, still on his feet on the opposite 45, and he gets all the way down inside the 40.
Caught from behind there by number 20, J.J. Putnam, but not after the Red Devils pick up another first down.
1st and 10 on the Vista Ridge 38. Page will come out, and Xander Hernandez comes in. Taking a well-deserved rest will be Taryn Hawes as well.
He didn't look too happy to be getting us up.
Nope. As Victor Lozano checks in. This is going to be a quick one. It's going to be Sims under center in a strong eye formation. Hands off to number 20. That's Bridger Roberts, and Roberts will take off. He'll pick up the first down. Gain of 11 on the play.
And that's the offensive line of the Red Devils going to work and not giving up on this game. They still want to put some points on the board.
Clock continues to roll with 8:39.
Jager Lechty makes his way into the ball game.
Xander Hernandez split out wide right. Bridger Roberts, the deep back in the strong eye formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Bridger again, and he will keep the feet moving. Roberts with a good pickup there. Called about 4 on the play.
And he was hit behind the line of scrimmage by Jackson Dismang and was able to just power his way up there for that 4-yard gain.
He very well could be just as dynamic as his brother. Like he, from what we've seen from this sophomore, he could be one to keep your eye on. Roberts in the backfield. New quarterback, by the way, is Cazin Brady. Pitch is high to Roberts, and he's going to dive back on top of it. Try to pick up, thought about, hey, I might be able to get a little bit more. But he's just wrapped up by a whole pack of wolves.
Yes, he was, and that's a smart thing for him to do is just dive on that ball. In high school, once your knee touches, you're down. And that's just a little varsity pregame jitters there by Cazin Brady. Pitch well over Roberts' head, but that's why you play these younger kids in these situations.
Well, and Brady's going to be one to keep your eye on as well. Only a sophomore as he's in the gun. Lozano off his right hip. Takes the snap. Drops back, rolls towards the right, looking to throw, and that is nearly intercepted around the 18-yard line. Incomplete. 3rd down, or a 4th down coming up.
And you're in 4-down territory, so we're going to run a play here.
Under 7 minutes to play, 6:56 to be exact.
Looks like Coach Moore is going to call a timeout for the Red Devils here.
We'll take it with him. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
(38-14) your score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Vista Ridge out of Colorado Springs leads it with 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Elan, Olliff, and Cullen Pace coming to you live from Fackrell Stadium. Camera work today provided by Laney Guild, Kylie Nelson, and Riker Searle. I think Laney was one of our camera people from last year, if I'm not mistaken. Cazin Brady in the gun. Lozano off of his right hip on 4th and 12. Takes the snap. Brady back to pass. Throws. That one is tipped at the line. Dropped down at the 25-yard line. Turnover on downs. Back to Vista Ridge.
I do believe that was Micah Leong that got his paw up there to knock that ball down.
Brady delivered a pretty confident-looking ball, though.
He did. He stood there in the pocket. He stepped up and just didn't have quite enough verticality on it to get it over the defender's hand.
In freestyle skiing, we would call that amplitude.
There we go. Maybe that's what I'll start using. Didn't have enough amplitude on that ball.
Let's go, K-State! You could use altitude as well. Red Devils on defense is now Warren. Hands off to Pilling, and he's going nowhere. Wrapped up, spun around, and dropped down by Luca Flores, the 6-foot sophomore.
We've said his name a couple times in this game, even earlier. He hasn't had a bad game for a sophomore.
All the seniors standing off the sideline right now as it is the future of Vista Ridge versus the future of Evanston.
Yeah, and this is where kids get time, and you've got to get time in a varsity game. A varsity game is different. It really is. The speed of it, everything is just different.
Warren, sophomore quarterback, takes the snap. Hands off to Pilling, goes towards the left side, gets out to about the 38-yard line. So it's a gain of 5 on the play. Now bring up 3rd and short for the Wolves.
And that was Luca Flores in on that tackle again.
3rd down, 3 to go from the Vista Ridge 38, under 6 minutes to play.
You hear the Evanston crowd getting a little loud for this 3rd down play.
Could be big. Warren takes the snap, hands it off to number 42, going around the left side, still on his feet, across the 50, to the Red Devil 40, to the 30, and driven out of bounds. What a gain by Malachi Arns.
That was Riker Pace on the hit to drive him out of bounds.
That is a massive gain, but a flag on the play. Trying to see where it was
looks like
at.
it could come back. It's right here about the 46-yard line, Elan. Right there where the Wolves are gathered around there.
Yep.
It's in a place where it looks like it's maybe a block in the back, would be my guess.
Judging from the Wolves' reaction, they're marching way back there. Holding on the Wolves, so that'll push them back even further. 5:22 remaining.
You know, and they've had a few of them that have brought back big plays today, and it hasn't seemed to affect them. So let's see what this JV team can do with it.
Ball on the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Warren to the gun, 3 wide receivers on the near side. And the Red Devils jump off sides. It's going to be...
No, that's a great job by Roberts. He got stopped and drew the offense off.
Oh, wow.
I believe that is going to be a false start.
Yeah, and they're marching them back. That'll be 3rd and way long, about 11, 12 yards.
Roberts come up hard like he was going to be blitzing and ended up making the right side tackle just flinch just a little bit to draw that off false start.
Shotgun formation, Warren. Takes the snap. Rolls towards his right. Turns upfield to the 35, 40. Wrapped up and brought down about the 43-yard line. Either way, it's good enough for a Wolves first down.
It's number 11, Max Gager on the stop.
Gauger. We've actually called his name before today.
Yeah.
First and 10 from the Vista Ridge 42 with 5 minutes remaining in this one.
I apologize out there to anybody that I slaughter names on. Been a long time since I've been at an Evanston High School game, to be honest with you.
Of course, here to watch your nephew, Riker Pace, out there. Warren takes the snap, hands this one off to Arns, and he's going to get to about the 45, and that's it.
That's a great arm tackle there by Roberts.
3-yard gain, and Bridger Roberts with another great play. Victor Lozano coming off the field. Second and 8. Shotgun formation. Warren sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off on the jet sweep, going around to the 45, 40, still on his feet at the 35, got close to the 30. That looked like, I believe,
Garrett Horton drove him out of bounds. I didn't see who actually made the first contact to slow him down.
I want to say that was Isaac Tafoya, the ball carrier. Anyway, all the way down to the Red Devil 30-yard line. 3.5 to play.
You got to give props to both these teams. Neither team's quit. They're still pushing just as hard as they were the opening kickoff.
Warren takes the snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. It's shy of the 25-yard line, probably about the 26, 27. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
That's Clark, number 9 on the stop there.
2 minutes, 52 seconds and counting. Well, the first time these two teams played, next year we're going to be in Colorado Springs for this matchup. Can only imagine what that's going to be like.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good young players on both sides of the ball here, and it could be an interesting matchup come next fall.
38-14, your score on the T7 Propane board. Vista Ridge on top. Warren. And there's a flag on the play. It's going to be
a false start on the offense.
So they'll march back. Clock stops at 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Invite you to join us tomorrow for the Evanston Border Wars, as we'll have Evanston taking on the Tabiona Tigers tomorrow.
That should be a pretty interesting matchup. Tabiona, I think, is pretty tough this year, actually.
They'll take on Tabiona and Manila as well.
Manila's really tough this year.
Warren takes the snap. Tries to go upfield. Maybe gets to the original line of scrimmage back at the 30-yard line. Third and 11 coming up with 2:04 remaining.
Tayton Mills on the stop along with striker Blevins.
Red Devils in third down. Let's rise up.
Big third down coming up. Warren. Waiting the shotgun snap, trying to draw Evanston off sides, it looks like. Takes the snap, hands off to number 45, Orns, and he's not going to go far enough.
Well, that was 35 Pilling. And tackled by a whole host of Red Devils.
What team do you usually call for?
The Rich Rebels. Rebels, Red Devils.
I know, yep. 1:07 left in this one.
Fourth down and about 7.
Ball on the 27-yard line of Evanston. Warren takes the snap, rolls towards his left, looking to go upfield, and he will come close to the first down. Yes, he'll get it. Gain of 8 on the play, and with 43.1 seconds, he goes out of bounds.
One play is all they're going to have to run. So I think they'll just take a knee and let the clock run out.
Go to bed and go to Colorado if you're Vista Ridge. Go to bed and get ready for Riverton if you're Evanston. And it is victory formation for Vista Ridge.
Looks like Vista Ridge will play Denver South next week.
Warren takes the knee. And the clock starts to run. Well, a 7-hour drive for Vista Ridge results in a 38-14 win for the Wolves.
We have to run one more play here.
Warren kneels, and that's going to do it. 20 seconds remaining. As the Red Devils and Wolves line up for the handshakes at the end of this one. Both teams saw players they'd never seen before, and I would imagine there were some guys that turned the heads of the other team. Clayton Cook, Bronson Sims, Bridger Roberts, Braden Wallace for Vista Ridge, Zayden Stevens, Hammy Vanneman, Jameer Ford. Of course, we have to mention Gabe McFarland. Great game by two really good teams. Excited to see what they do the rest of the way.
Yeah, it'll be good to see them the rest of the season.
Your final score, it's Vista Ridge 38, Evanston 14 on the T7 Propane board. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Something really cool just happened during the break. Evanston Red Devils all kneeled down on the center logo like they usually do. And as they were talking and it looked like they were praying, before they could get started, the Vista Ridge team ran up and encircled the Red Devils, put their arms around, you had Vista Ridge players with arms around Evanston players and vice versa, and prayed with them and had a moment with them. And all you can say about this and just kind of the impression they've left on me here tonight, first time seeing them, that's a classy program.
That's a classy program, and that speaks to the kids, the coaches, the school district itself.
Yep.
And to come out and do that and join the Red Devils in a word of prayer, just to thank the good Lord that, you know what, we're here and we can play this game.
Time for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Well, the scoring timeline opened up on the first play of scrimmage for Vista Ridge. Vanneman with an 80-yard touchdown screen pass, making it 7-0. Braden Wallace responds with his first touchdown of the night with 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first. Vanneman gets his second touchdown with 4:12 left in the half, making it 21-7. Stevens with an 8-yard touchdown quarterback keeper makes it 35-7. And then Braden Wallace ends the scoring for the night with 11:45 left in the fourth with a 13-yard touchdown run. His 4th touchdown of the night. He's averaging 2 touchdowns, or 4th touchdown of the season, averaging 2 touchdowns per game. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uinta County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Time for our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family, 307-789-8910. And we're going to go with the defensive stop of Taryn Haas on third down at the goal line. Taryn jumps through and is able to slam the running back down. And Taryn Haas gets our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. We'll be right back after this with our Pepsi Player of the Game and a conversation with Coach Steve Moore of the Evanston Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Time for our Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play, time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who is better tonight? Well, with 2 touchdowns this week and 2 touchdowns last week. He's averaging 2 touchdowns a game. We got to go with Braden Wallace. He was absolutely phenomenal. Honorable mentions to Bronson Sims. He made some great plays on offense, but the interceptions and the defensive play was great, as well as Taryn Haas, who had a great game. That is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. Congratulations to Braden Wallace. Joined now by Evanston Red Devils head football coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, that just looked like 2 really good football teams, 2 really classy programs kind of getting together on a Friday night. At least that's what it looked like from here. Tell us what it was like down on the field.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was 2 pretty good football teams getting after it. I got to talk to the coach a little bit pregame and then a little bit after. We'll chat tomorrow in more detail. But what a great group of kids they brought and their staff, and just a lot of positive. It was just a good environment for a high school football game. And talk about a physical football game. I mean, we were flying around, hitting each other, smacking each other around, and I like what we got. I know the score is a little lopsided, but I don't know if that indicates how maybe tight of a game it was. I know as a coach, I feel good. I feel good about where we're at.
I was going to ask you about that, but there was something that happened right after the game. You guys were down in the center logo. You guys were doing a word of prayer, it looked like. Mm-hmm. And as soon as Vista Ridge noticed that, their players come sprinting over, put their arms around your players. You got Evanston arms around Vista Ridge. What as a high school football coach, where you talk about lessons more than the game. Talk to me about that.
We talk about that a lot in our program. It's bigger than football. What we're doing is bigger than football, and you see something like that from these young kids and young adults. And I turned to the coaching staff right after we did it, and I said that was pretty cool. Even had a tear in my eye. Just to see kids come together, compete like they did for 4 quarters, and then after the game, the respect they showed for each other. And they asked if they could join us. Absolutely, they joined us, and it was pretty cool. It's like I bet they stay in contact for who knows how long, but I know that we have a lot of respect for them, and I could tell they have respect for us. And that's what we're trying to teach young men. I mean, that's what we're doing this for.
All right, now talking about the game, of course, number one goal was to try to come out here and get the win.
Sure.
Number two goal, come out healthy. How do we do?
I think we're pretty healthy. I'll have to get with Jackie, but I don't think there was anything serious. Obviously, we're going to have some bumps and bruises because that was physical.
Yeah.
But as far, and that was a concern of ours, obviously. It always is in these preseason games. You want to come out healthy, and, I felt pretty good about it. And like I said, I'm excited with the direction we're headed. We got a long way to go, and we know that. But I'm really pleased with our effort tonight.
Is this the best you felt after being on the wrong side of the
Yeah,
scoreboard?
by that much. Yeah, absolutely. And I know what they have, and watching film and the guys they have up front, and that quarterback is tough.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, he's hard to defend. He can do lots of different things, and he does them well. And it seems weird that I feel 38-14. It's like, but
it wasn't a 38-14 game.
I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking where we're going to head and what our goals are, and we got the squad that can do it. I really believe that.
Another goal you guys had was this. Keeping it all in perspective, this is the preseason. This game does not count towards that record yet.
Right.
Do you feel like you? And I think I know the answer to the question based on what you said. Do you feel like you guys are a better team now than when you guys kicked off against Vista Ridge 2-3 hours ago?
Absolutely. These games are good for a club. It's okay. It's okay to go out there with quicker, faster. It's good for you because the Codys and Star Valleys have those guys, and that we got to start competing and beating those guys, and we got to up the ante a little bit. And thought we did a great job, and I'm pleased with it.
Next up is a familiar opponent, Coach Linhart and the Wolverines.
Yep.
They might have us circled on their calendar considering we ended their season last year.
Yep.
It's a different group for us, slightly different group for them.
Mm-hmm.
I know, again, your focus was Vista Ridge, but being a little bit more familiar with Riverton, what are some things you guys are going to be talking about in practice?
Well, Coach Linhart's going to have them coached up. He's a really, really good coach. They knocked off Powell last week, which
that's a huge win.
Kind of surprised. I didn't see that one coming. 7-0. I'm not sure how they fared tonight. But Coach Linhart will have those guys coached up. I know last year they lost their quarterback, their receiver to graduation, kind of a few of their skill kids. So, I don't know. I haven't looked at film on them. I take it a week at a time. But I know they'll be well coached. We have to go up there again. And you're right. We ended their season last year, so they're going to want revenge, and they'll be coached up, and so will we. And we'll be on a business trip, and we'll go up there and see what we can do.
Well, we're off to County 10, and it's going to be a fun one. That is Coach Steve Moore, head coach for Evanston Red Devil football coach. Thank you so much for the time. I know it's not a win, but still congratulations. You guys went out there, competed very, very well. And I agree. I think we are a much better squad after this game than before it.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout-out to the band, cheerleaders, classics, our volleyball team. I went and watched them a little bit today. They're competing at a high level. Good luck to those guys tomorrow. Good luck to cross-country, swimming, all of our activities. We got a lot of kids involved in doing a lot of great things, and just a cool atmosphere tonight. And I just want to thank everybody that was involved with all of that.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll see you in Riverton.
Absolutely. Thank you, buddy.
All right, we're going to bring back in Cullen Pace to kind of wrap things up. What? All I heard was looking at a score and a wow. What? Do we have any breaking news here?
Cody beat Riverton 47-24.
Okay, so that's what we know about that. So good. That's actually a pretty good showing for Riverton, putting up that many points against Cody. So
it is, and the coach is saying that's just a lot of points. He wasn't expecting that many points put up in that game. So
3A could be very, very interesting as we march forward. Cullen Pace, your final thoughts on this game?
Well, like Coach Moore said there's a lot to build on with that game, and like you said in the question you asked, they are a better club before they were at 7 o'clock tonight. That is a very good Vista Ridge team, and they can score big scores real quick. We learned that from first play from scrimmage.
Yep.
The Red Devils never gave up. They kept battling. They kept pushing. And yeah, the score was lopsided, but I think your stats are going to tell a different story. The game itself was a lot closer than what the scoreboard says. So there's a lot to build on for the Rebels. Or Red Devils, sorry.
Absolutely. Your final score, it's Vista Ridge 38 and Evanston 14. We wish a safe journey for Vista Ridge back to Colorado Springs, and thank them so much for coming out and playing our Evanston Red Devils. For our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, the legendary Val Cook, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our webmaster, Sean Hando, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Julie Nelson, Sarah Pay, and AJ Lamb, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. We have Voice of the Valley, Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of group voices of the Rich Rebels in Utah. We have Rob Layson, Bradley Holmes, and my broadcast partner for tonight, Mr. Cullen Holt. Cullen Pace. I'm Elan Olliff. You have been tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Sports live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Cullen, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me, Elan. It was fun. It was good to be here.
And we will see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on My Local Radio and KNYN. Evanston Volleyball taking on Tabiona. They got the 11 o'clock game, so we should be on the air around 11:30 for pregame, or 10:30 for pregame. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.